Was it difficult for you doing all these interviews in press about being the first gay character on Disney while you were struggling like with your own truth?
Kind of.
Yeah.
I can distinctly remember a few times at least that I was like, okay, maybe I'll just like come out. Like maybe I'll just like do it. Like we just be like, okay. On the KCA's like red carpet. You know what? Screw it, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't want to make it a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
I always I wanted to, like, the biggest reason that I wanted to come out was to be like, hey, I played this character, I have been very vocal about my allyship, but you know what, there's still so much of a pervasive fear of performative allies, and I think that it's a super valid fear that a lot of people in the community have. And for me it was like, look at the courage that my character has given so many of you. Why can't I have that courage? Let me share with you that let me share something deeply personal for myself as well. But at the same time, I didn't want it to be a big deal. I wanted to be able to start doing advocacy on behalf of the community,
mm-hmm.
and I wanted to do that kind of thing. But it's not all of me, and I tried to make that very clear in like the thread that I came out in on Twitter. But I specifically came out by a Twitter that I didn't want it to be a big deal. I didn't want to do a speech.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want that whole thing.
Highlighted and told us that you wanted to answer from Eugene, which is any advice for people in the closet?
Do it on your own terms. Do it on your own time and on your own terms. And coming out was a gratifying and really amazing experience for me. But it's not always right for everyone in their situation. And do it on your own terms. Do it to the people that you want to do it with. One thing that I have learned is that you're not just coming out once, and you can do a big coming, like, hi, what up, I'm insert your sexuality, right? You can do that, but you're still constantly coming out in different ways. You can slip it into a conversation. You can, or somebody will say something and you have to be like, oh, that's cool that you feel like you don't agree with my lifestyle choices. By the way, not really a choice, but like, so it's like you're always coming out, and so you have to be ready to do that the first time. There's something inherently safe about being in the closet, and I don't think that anybody should outright be like, don't do it, or like, you have to come out. Nobody's obligated to do that, and it's a huge decision to make. And it was one that I made because I was inspired by other people. Mm-hmm. And if you're able to find that courage due to other people, do it. But if you're able to find that courage from within yourself, then all the more power to you. Mm-hmm. But I'm so glad that I was able to do a story that gave justice to LGBTQ kids who were struggling with their own coming out stories, and that I was able to do it with someone like Luke.
Yeah.
I feel very lucky.
That was beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. I do too, and it's like, no one ever tells you that you're gonna come out all the time. It's like when people are like, when did you come out? I'm like, honestly, I came out this morning at the post office when a guy asked for my number, and that's just something that people don't tell you, is that it's not like you come out and it's over. It's like it happens all the time, so. But, thank you for sharing.
It's something that people don't really talk about that often.
Yeah, I also joke that it's like coming out, it's like the onset of diarrhea. You don't know when it's going to happen, but it has to come out.
You're so right. You're so right.
If you hold it in too long.
Yeah, it's like, you don't know when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen, but it's coming out. It's coming.
It's happening. Yeah.
So.
It's also, there's just so many people who, especially like straight people, who will just be like, oh, I'm an ally, and then you'll like actually spend some time with them, and you're there like, no, you're not an ally. Mm-hmm. And that's something that I experienced all the time, with people assuming that was like what I was, the performative allyship, and that's something that just now, actually being out, that's something that stresses me out, and I understand now in such a huge way why people felt that way. Because there are so many people who will like proclaim allyship when it's only convenient for them, or only on Pride Month, or the corporate allyship is something that's so frustrating, because Pride Month and the gay rights movement, the LGBTQ plus rights movement that we have seen in America started with Stonewall, with nobody supporting them, with a revolt, with a literal riot. And now you see corporations that are like, oh, this is beneficial, this is good for our stock. that's frustrating. Like, if you're going to be an ally, be an ally.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's just like rainbow washing.
Right.